Hi, welcome to the Watch and Whisper channel. I'm G Butterfly, and if I'm interested, I'm definitely talking about it. And today, as promised, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I did during my 7-day cruise that I took for my birthday. I've been back now for about a week and a half. About a week and a half I've been back. And you can see that I'm still toasty brown, which is a good thing, but I'm sure I'll go back to my original complexion in a few weeks. But I went on a 7-day cruise. I went through Royal Caribbean, and there was supposed to be 3 ports of call. We were supposed to go to Cozumel, which anybody who floats out of Galveston, you know you're always going to Cozumel, which is always a good time. But if you've cruised as many times as I have, then you know that Cozumel is just Cozumel. You're always looking for somewhere different to go. We went to Cozumel. The other port of call was Belize City, Belize. And we also were supposed to go to Costa Maya, Mexico. Well, I'll get to that part. But our very first stop was Belize City. Now, that was a great place to go to. I've been to Belize before, but taking a 2-hour air-conditioned tour of the city was really good because it was hot out there. Oh, my God, it was really, really hot. But we did a 2-hour tour by bus, and we had an awesome tour guide. I can't remember what her name was, but she was really, really charismatic, and she was very entertaining. She had a lot of little tidbits to tell us about the city. But we took an overall tour of the city, and I thought that was something really great to do. Now, one place that we did stop was it was called, and I wrote notes down because I want to make sure I get this information correct. We stopped at the St. John's Cathedral. Now, this church is the oldest church in Central America, and it's the oldest standing structure in Belize City. And I thought that was really impressive. Now, the church is actually more than 290 years old. We were able to get out, take pictures. You can actually go into the church, and the church was beautiful on the inside, absolutely beautiful. And we went around the entire grounds of the church. You were able to take pictures outside. They had, now I don't know if these were real graves. I don't remember, but I think it was some old priests from the church, I think, and I could be wrong. Don't quote me on this. But they had it right outside of the church, and I took a few pictures, and I'm going to post them in this video. And they had a lot of history on these little standing, I don't know what you call them. They were, I see them at the zoo all the time. They'll tell you about the different animals. Well, they had them kind of standing around in different parts of the church. And it gave you a lot of history about what you were looking at that time. I took some pictures also. So going to St. John's Cathedral, I was glad we stopped there, because the lady on the inside was saying that the church is, again, over 290 years old. And they were going through like some renovations, or they were trying to raise money for the church. And so if you wanted to, you can give a donation to go towards their rebuilding, remodeling, or something with the church. So I actually gave a donation while I was in there. But it was right next to a high school. And I didn't get the name of the high school, but it was right next door. And the particular day that we were walking the grounds of the church, the high school in Belize were having their award ceremony. And it was from 9th grade to 12th grade, like our high schools. But what I really liked, all of the girls had on white dresses. So I really liked that. All the girls had white dresses. They had white socks. And I think they had on black shoes. Now, the young men, they had on white shirts. They had on, I think, khaki colored bottoms and, I believe, dark colored shoes. But it was so refreshing to see them in their uniforms and seeing the girls in the all white. I really liked that. And they were saying that it was their awards day. So I got 2 pictures, but kind of far away from a distance. Because they were children, I didn't want to really take pictures where you could clearly see these children's faces. But they were all outside, and they had them sitting down like on little risers, like in a choir room. They were sitting on the risers. They had some sitting in chairs, but they were getting ready to go through their, I don't think it's the end of the school year. So maybe it was the end of their term, and they were going through and getting ready to have their award ceremony. That's what the lady from the church was telling me. But it was a really nice day, so I was glad to see the kids outside. Now, the traffic, oh my God, they was driving like crazy in Belize. They were saying that they only have like 2 working stoplights in the whole city. And I think they have a total of 5, but only 2 are working. And as I was crossing the street to go back to the bus, a car was getting ready to come. So they told me, oh, hold up. And so I'm stopping because, hell, I don't want to get hit and get into an accident in another country. But the cars were just flying down the street. So I guess with them not having that many stop signs, and they didn't have that many stop signs, but they definitely did not have a lot of stop lights. So we actually cruised through the city, and they showed us where the kind of low income lived, where the more affluent lived in Belize. And some of the houses from the outside, you can kind of see a difference. Now, one thing she did say, that a lot of people that live in Belize, the outside of the houses may look horrible, like a shack. But she said the inside, they would have them really, really nicely decorated, and they would do upkeep and like remodel on the inside, but they wouldn't do it on the outside because they wouldn't want to pay additional taxes. But you saw where there, some areas were really poverty stricken, but then you saw some homes that were absolutely gorgeous. So you have, your upper class and the lower class. There wasn't a lot of middle class. Now, if I'm not mistaken, one thing she did tell us about Belize is that they did not have a welfare system. If you need help, the government will try to. But basically, she said everybody got to get out and work. And you saw a lot of people all over the city selling different things, just trying to make a living. And she was saying that's because they just don't have a welfare system where they're kind of just letting you do nothing and expect the government to pay for you. She did say that you can go to the doctor for $1, or you can go to a specialist for $10. I think she said they have 2 hospitals there. But it was so much rich history when we took that tour. If you ever get a chance to go to Belize City, Belize, and you see what they're offering a 2-hour tour, take it, because there was so much to see. Oh my God, there was a lot to see. And we also went to Travelers, Liquors, and Heritage Museum. Now, I like that. It's let me tell you, you get 2 tastes of rum for $1. They had 29 options to choose from. It's the largest Belizean rum company in the Belize area. Let's see. They do not have a welfare system. I said that. The Travelers, Liquor, and Heritage Museum. I wrote down the guy. His name was Omario Perdomo. Omario Perdomo, I think, is the founder of the Travelers, Liquors, and Heritage Museum. And they showed a lot of the old distilling equipment that he used, I guess, back when he first got started. But you can go in and just taste different rums. And we had one, oh my God, I'm going to put the picture in there, but it was called Rum Cream. Oh my Jesus. When I tell you that rum cream was good, and I tried some type of coconut rum, and that was really good. Really, really good. I tried something else that I didn't like, but that rum cream, and we bought a bottle of that back. The rum cream was so good. I said I could see taking that, putting it over some ice, and drinking it. And if you like a drink called a buttery nipple, you'll probably like this rum cream that we got from Travelers Heritage Museum. And it was really nostalgic on the inside, but they had any kind of rum you think you wanted. They had it at the Travelers Museum. And it opened in 1953. So we got out and we did that while we were there as well. Again, there was a lot of rich history they told us about in Belize. So if you have an opportunity to go over there, we really enjoyed it. Now, the next stop was, I want to say the next stop was Cozumel. So we went to Cozumel, and I've been there many, many times. So we decided not to do an excursion. Usually when we go on vacation, we always do excursions. For me, excursions are like having 2 trips in one. That's just my own personal opinion. So I like to do what I like to do. But we went to Cozumel, and we decided, we're not going to do an excursion because we've already did it. So what we did, we actually started walking down the main street. I'm not sure, when you come out from the dock and you go through the, excuse me, you go through the duty-free place and you come out of the area where they have the cruise ship's dock, you're just on the street in Cozumel. So we just started walking down the street, and it was hot. Ooh, it was hot, it was hot, it was hot. But it wasn't too bad. So we just started walking. That would have been in the east direction. We would start walking east. I'm going to just call it Cozumel Boulevard. I don't know what the name of the street is, but I'm going to call it Cozumel Boulevard. We just started walking down that street. And there wasn't a lot to do. A few little shops here and there. So what we did, we flagged down this taxi driver. And the taxi drivers took us to downtown Cozumel. Now, when we got downtown, they had all kinds of different shops. So that was cool for us because we like to go shopping when we go on vacation. So we went through all the different little shops. We went to this one little bar in Cozumel, and unfortunately, I don't remember the name. But when I tell you, baby, he had the best mojitos. He stood right there in front of us with my grandmother used to have one when we were little girl. I think it's called I can't think of it. The little stone bowl with the little thing where you crush up everything. I can't think of what it is. My grandmother had one when we was growing up. She used it for avocados. But anyway, he did that, and he ground up all of the mint for the mojitos, and I had a pineapple mojito, and my chocolate drop had what kind was that? a strawberry mojito. But when I tell you the mojito was about this tall, and it was so good and refreshing because it was so hot, we was drinking those walking down the street. And you know what? They was trying to sell beer everywhere you went. They was trying to get you to get rum. They was trying to get you to get beer everywhere. And they was trying to sell prostitutes to you. I'm like, what the hell is really going on? They offering people prostitutes. Upstairs we got prostitutes. And I'm like, we look like we coming out here looking for prostitutes? No, we not. But that's a whole nother story. But anyway, when we were in Cozumel, they was trying to get us to get everything. Now I can remember once when I went to Belize the first time, they was trying to offer us weed in every store we went to. No, I take that back. That wasn't Belize. That wasn't Belize. That was Costa Maya. Not Costa Maya. Playa del Carmen. They was trying to give us weed in every store we went to. I'm like, what the hell is really going on? But that's another video because I'll be going there in September. But anyway, when we were in Cozumel, we did a lot of shopping. We went to Carlos and Charlie's. So we were downtown in Cozumel, and we had a cab driver named Victor. Now Victor was real funny because he was trying to take us all over Cozumel. We like, no, that's not where we want to go. But he wanted to make sure our little tab ran up. We were like, no, take us where we want to go and let us out. But anyway, Victor was a really nice guy. He was driving us around. But again, while we were downtown, they had a lot of shops to choose from, a lot of different. Well, they had some areas that had different things to choose from, but they also had little bitty stores that had some of the same things you can find if you go vacationing anywhere. So, but that was pretty cool. So we took a cab ride and went back to the other side of town and went to Carlos and Charlie's. Carlos and Charlie's was a real laid back little restaurant, beachfront. They had some really good food. I had chicken fajita, and they had some really good refried black beans. That's where, if you were looking at one of my other little videos, I had the henna tattoo. Now she lied. She told me it was gonna last 2 weeks. Damn lie, it lasted me about 3 or 4 days. But anyway, it was good while it lasted. I got it, and I plan to get another one. I really liked it. But anyway, back to Carlos and Charlie's. You were able to eat there, beachfront. They had a few little shops connected to Carlos and Charlie's. And they had a lot of beach activities that you could participate in if that's what you were looking to do. So if somebody was going on a vacation and maybe just took the cruise ship and you don't have a excursion plan, take the cab ride down to Carlos and Charlie's, because you can eat there and then pay to do the different things in the water that you may like to do. They had you can get massages on the beach. They had somebody who'll braid your hair if that's what you were looking to do. You can just sit out on the beach under one of the umbrellas and just chill out. They had the banana boat ride out there in the water. They had all of the stuff in the water that you may want to get on and just kind of play around. They had some kind of little boat ride out there. They had a lot of stuff going on if that's what you wanted to do. And at Carlos and Charlie's, it was kind of like a one-stop shop. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I bought a real cute bag. Look, I found this cute bag. I used it the other day when I took my grandkids to the park. This was a real cute bag. I got it Cozumel. I know it's backwards, but you all know how to read. That's looking at my video, so you know it say Cozumel. But it's cute. Orange. It's like a lime green and a hot pink. But this bag came in handy while we were there, because we were able to put a lot of stuff that we bought when we went shopping. We just dumped it all in this one bag, and well, I didn't pack it because it was too heavy. And I just said, I'm a lady. It's too heavy. Can you pack it? And he did. But anyway, this bag came in handy. I bought some other cute little stuff while I was in Cozumel. But again, Carlos and Charlie's, if you're looking for something to do, one-stop shop right there. So if we go back to Cozumel, we may do the same thing, run right back over to Carlos and Charlie's. But so we went there. The next port of call was supposed to be Costa Maya. But if you saw one of my little short videos that I did when I was on the boat, the water was so choppy. We were unable to stop at that port. The ship couldn't pull up for whatever reason. It was too choppy. So we didn't do anything. We were on the boat, and that particular day we just hung out at the pool, hot tub, drank all kind of cocktails, and just had a great time that particular day. So on my birthday, that's what I did. I was on the ship. I was unable. Now, we were supposed to go swim with the Dolphins, and I've been looking forward to doing that. Every time I go on vacation, I always put it off, and I was looking forward to doing it. And I said, you know what, we're going to do it this time. But we were not able to get off the ship, so I didn't get a chance to do it. So maybe when I go on my next vacation, that'll be something that I'll do. But overall, I had a great vacation. The 7 days, I needed to rest and relaxation, so I did get that. I was able to do a few things while I was on the ship, so I had a good time. So yes, I had a great time on my vacation, great company, and I got a lot of rest. So that's always good. When I came back home, I had an extra day off, and so that was good. I was able to just kind of recoup and get ready for the next, to go back to work the next day. But again, my 53rd birthday on my 7-day cruise was a blast. Next one is coming up pretty soon. I'll let you know, and I'll keep you posted. But if you have opportunity, get out to Belize. A lot of rich history out there. Also, Cozumel. There's a lot to do in Cozumel. I've done several excursions when I've gone to Cozumel in the past. So if you get to Cozumel, go ahead and consider doing it. And if you see my t-shirt, it's real cute. I'll put the picture where you can see it in the front. But it says Black Culture, the Game Changer. But it puts you to mind of the Coca-Cola logo. Blended Impressionz made this t-shirt for me, and I've worn it like maybe twice. So shout out to Blended Impressionz. I'll actually tag her in this video. She's awesome, Miss Renee. But this is a real cute t-shirt. So if you're interested, go on over to Blended Impressionz and have her make you something. I've bought several things from her. But hey, that's the end of my video. I just wanted to let you know I had a blast. As always, I'm always planning my next trip. So I'll keep you posted. All right, thanks for checking in. Please like, subscribe, and share out my videos if you're interested. Again, I'm going to put pictures. You're going to see them on each side of me once I edit this video. All right, bye London, bye Bam.